Hello, another month, another unboxing, and as you can hear from the fireworks, it's November. So this is the November Disco Royalty Box from Turning Point Brewery. Is it the Disco Royalty Box? Oh yes, it is the Disco Royalty Box, yeah. Because we start off with the Disco King. This is in every box. It's 5.1% APA, American Pale Ale. And typically the Mosaic, Chinook and Simcoe hops, big American hop flavours in there, very fruity, very sort of grapefruity, pineapple flavour. Not sure, I've had a number of boxes with this one in, and I'm not sure whether I've actually done a tasting where I've recorded the tasting of the Disco King, but if not, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? The second beer that we've got in the box is Wee Rudy, a toffee wee heavy. So this is a collaboration beer, so a lot of the micros these days are doing collaborations with other producers, and they've done this in collaboration with Leeds Brewery. So it's a heavy. Now heavy, it's a typical Scottish type of beer. They're usually very malty, very specific flavour profile to Scottish heavies, and it does remind me of my first session out drinking with my dad up in Scotland. My dad was Scottish. I hit my 18th birthday and we went out to the Crown in Sanker, which was his local pub, or his favourite pub up there. And I was drinking halves and halves, so it was a half of heavy and a whiskey. Quite an interesting evening. It was. You don't really notice how much you're getting through. You're drinking half pints of beer and little sips of whiskey as you go through the night. I was absolutely fine till I walked out of the doors of the pub, and then the fresh air hit me and I hit the deck. So yeah, it was quite a heavy night, literally. So this one, the Wee Rudy, it's a part of the collaboration for 2021's collaboration. It's been brewed by Turning Point. It comes in at 7.2%, and there's going to be a toffee character. This it's as I say, if you've had traditional Scottish heavy, the 80 shilling beers up in Scotland, you'll know that sort of flavour profile to a heavy. Quite nice beers, not something that you see very often outside of Scotland. So I'm quite looking forward to a splash of Wee Rudy. And we've got this one's a bit of a classic from Turning Point. It's one that they brew on and off. It's actually brewed with marigolds and honey, so it's an oatmeal pale ale. So I said there's oatmeal goes into the mash, and marigold flowers. It's called Chaos Theory. It's a while since I've had Chaos Theory, and as I say, interestingly, they use honey and marigolds in the brew. So I'm quite looking forward to trying that one. We'll probably actually, I'm going to give that one a go later on this evening, so I'll record that and we'll have a chat about it. So it's much lighter beer than a lot of the ones you get in the boxes. It comes in at 5%, so yeah, stronger than your traditional sort of best bitters, but there we go. Right, next we've got another one, Become the Data. It's a session IPA, so session beers, the idea is you can drink it for a session. You can go out for a session on the beer, and it's designed, or they're brewed so that you can drink quite a few of them rather than you don't want to get absolutely hammered on just one or two beers. So it comes in at 4.3%, and again we're using that American flavour profile. There's Citra hops, Simcoe hops, Mosaic hops. So the Citra is going to give you that grapefruity flavour. The Simcoe and the Mosaic are going to give you that sort of resinous pineapple flavour in the background. So again, another one to try out and get some video of that as we go. 4.3%, much lighter brew. Next in the case, we've got Cosmic Flux. This is one that I've had before. I think I've done a tasting on this one before. It's a heavier beer, comes in at 7.2% ABV. Mosaic hops, Citra hops. We're looking at those American hop profiles. So it's a New England IPA, and typically the ones with the flavours I associate with New England IPA, it's a bit sort of Christmas tree like, piney flavour, that resin type flavour that you get in the beers. So yeah, we'll I look forward to giving that one. I've tried Cosmic Flux before once or twice from Turning Point Brewery. It's quite a pleasant one. And then finally in the box, beers wise, we've got George of the Dunkel. This is another one that they've done in collaboration with Leeds. North Bar, North Street in Leeds. This one is a banana Dunkelweizen. So we're looking at a Weiser beer. That's sort of a German wheat style beer. I tend to find them. They have an almost banana-y flavour anyway. So if we've had bananas in this mash, let me just have a look at the tasting notes that they've sent out this time round. Usually you get a decent sort of set of notes on there. So it's a collaboration with Brewdog, North Street. So malt wheat, light Munich, extra pale, biscuit malt, special crystal malt, dark Munich malt, low colour chocolate malt, hops, Hersbrucker leaf. So it's a Hersbrucker hops, and yeah, we've got bananas and banana puree in there. So we've got added fruit to lift that banana texture or that banana flavour in the beer. It rolls in at 5.4% ABV, so not the strongest of the beers in the box, but then again eminently palatable. And then finally, as is always the case with the boxes from Turning Point, there's a little bit extra, and this time it's come from Cloudgate Coffee, and these are gingerbread hot chocolate flakes. So essentially, it's basically chocolate, and it's chocolate that's been spiced with a variety of flavourings. So we've got ginger, cinnamon, coriander, allspice, cloves, and nutmeg. So you're looking at that spicy American gingerbread flavour, that very autumnal bonfire night flavoured cocoa. So a couple of cups of nice cocoa. I don't drink that much in the way of hot milky drinks at night, so be interesting to see how that goes. You can microwave it. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Hot chocolate's always nice, and Cloudgate Coffee, I've had some of their coffees before, and they are quite palatable. So there we are, that's the Disco Royalty box for November. I'm going to try a beer now with the fireworks going on in the background. See you later on.